Better Daily, where we work hard in our minds, bodies, and our spirits to become 1% better every single day. Download the app and join our Betterment family at betterdaily.live to catch the video version of these podcasts. Here's your host and my dad, Alex Van Houten.
What is up, Betterment family? This is Alex Van Houten in Better Daily Live. Happy Tuesday. It is Nutrition Tip Tuesday, and today we're going to be going through something that's going to help you feed yourself well on your 1% better journey. Today's topic is bioindividuality. Say that 10 times fast. Bioindividuality. Actually, this is so powerful as far as the topic goes, because today I'm going to release you of all the nutrition baggage and dietary information that you've received over the past, 50 years, and and all the internet things that are confusing to you, and all the mixed messages and all the labels and all of that stuff. I'm going to help you release from that, because bioindividuality is an extremely important nutrition concept. So let me break it down for you. Bio, as in you in a living body, bio, life. Individuality, a singular, special, specific, unique thing. Bioindividuality. So, let's say a study comes out and it's like, hey, ketogenic diets are really great for fat loss. You're like, I should do ketogenic diets. And then another study comes out and it's like, hey, the Mediterranean diet, and then, the Whole30, and you should cut carbs, and if you only ate 1,500 calories or less a day, if you only stopped eating at 7 p.m. every night. So there's this giant list. In fact, if you want to try this real quick, pause the video and make a list of 10 things you've heard is good for you in your nutrition. Maybe I'm even guilty here at Better Daily. I try really hard not to be in our Nutrition Tip Tuesday. I try to make sure that they're generalized as well as specific, which is very difficult, by the way. But top 10 things you've heard is good for you. And then go, where did I hear that? And is it actually good for me? With a capital M-E, me. Because here's the thing. You are not the same as everybody else. You're not the same as everybody else. What might work for me, nutritionally speaking, might not work for you, nutritionally speaking. When I was first training, clients would say, well, what do you eat? Can you just tell me what you eat so I can eat and look like you? I mean, thanks. I'm looking pretty good. Trying anyway. Wink, wink. Like at the time, I'm a 23-year-old male. I'm athletic. I'm training 2.5 hours a day. No, you can't eat the same thing I'm eating. You probably wouldn't want to eat the same thing I'm eating. I was eating super efficiently, man. I had this for breakfast, this for lunch, this for dinner. And it wasn't because I was super rigid about my food. It was because I didn't have a lot of wiggle room in my life. I was working 90 hours a week. It was crazy. And I was doing it on a budget, man. So people would be like, well, can you just show me what you eat? I'm like, sure, but I don't think it's going to work for you. Why? Why is that? That is because bioindividuality. What works for me might not work best for you, and that's important. And it's not just bio, so bio life. My DNA, you and I, as human beings, we share a very large portion of our genetic material, but there's a very small portion of our genetic material that makes us different. We have different color eyes, maybe. I don't know, do you have hazel eyes? I've got hazel eyes. We might have different color hair. We might age differently. You might have joints that hold together better than I do on a genetic level, right? So there's a lot of differences from a genetic perspective, and there's a lot of other differences we're talking about, but let's just sit here for a second, okay? Because genetically speaking, there is a difference between how my body might process food and how your body might process food. There might be a difference between how much of certain nutrients I need versus what you need. Now, we can say with certainty that from a medical perspective, humans need a certain amount of vitamin C, for instance, to run well. And we need a certain amount of vitamin D, for instance, to run well. We have that in common because we're both human. But what is the optimal vitamin D level for you might be a little different from the optimal vitamin D level for me, right? And that's really important because you'll hear in the nutrition world very often, like, oh, you should try this diet. It worked really, really well for me. Okay, great. You could try this diet, but just because it worked well for one other person does not necessarily mean it's going to work well for you. Part of that reason is a genetic variation. Another reason is because we have different lifestyles. Maybe I go to bed earlier than you do. Maybe I wake up earlier than you do. Maybe I exercise more often than you do or more intensely than you do, right? Maybe I'm just generally more active. I've got a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old at my house. We're running, like, I don't get to sit down. And if I do get to sit down, somebody's climbing on top of me. So it's not very restful, right? And fine, I'm not complaining. I'm saying that what I need to eat to fuel my betterment journey might be different from what you need to eat to fuel your betterment journey. And maybe taste is a thing, right? I drink black coffee. Can I hear an amen from all the black coffee drinkers in the world? There are some individuals who hate black coffee and they want a little cream in their coffee and they want maybe a little sugar in their coffee. Maybe they don't want coffee at all. They want green tea, or maybe they're like, you caffeine people are weird. I don't want any caffeine in my life. Your preferences might be different. And that's important, man, because nutrition is something you approach every day, multiple times a day, if you're lucky and blessed, right? And if you don't like your food, then it's not the food that's best for you. If you don't like what you're eating, it's probably not what's best for you. The thing about food is, and, don't get me wrong, our taste buds can get really weirded out. I love Cooler Ranch Doritos. Like, I love the taste of them. I don't like what they do to my body, but I love the taste of Cooler Ranch Doritos. Now, a great alternative to Cooler Ranch Doritos would actually be to go cook a potato. Although Cooler Ranch Doritos are corn chips, so I don't know where I'm going with that. The point is, from a starch perspective, if I was going to get my starch from anywhere, I'd rather get it from an actual potato, maybe corn on the cob. They're going to have a much higher nutrient value, right? Much higher fiber value, much less fat, blah, 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 much less MSG, that sort of thing. The point is, if I'm asking myself, which one would I rather have? Well, Cooler Ranch Doritos taste better. When I say, if you don't like your food, what I mean is, the food that you're eating, you should be like, wow, this looks appealing. Wow, this tastes appealing. Wow, I know this is good for me. And all those things kind of overlap. Maybe I would like to share this with somebody. Maybe there's a cool memory associated with this. Like, I like blackberries. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, they're all great. Berries are great. Berries are a wonderful thing. I hope you eat lots of them at this time of year, especially as they're coming into season. But I like blackberries. Why do I like blackberries? I have a special childhood memory of picking blackberries with my mom and eating them right off the vine. I remember it's like kind of gritty and a little bitter, but they're so good and they're so pretty. And every once in a while you grab one that was like extra sweet. Man, so cool. So if I have the option, I'm going to eat blackberries. Are raspberries more healthy than blackberries? Are blueberries better for me than I don't know. I just know I like them and I know they're good for me. And I know that I'm happy to eat them. And that's important. That's important when it comes to our food. So bioindividuality also comes to the taste. I regularly tell people, hey, you need to eat more seafood in your life. You need to have sardines, probably salmon, probably tuna. Like, you need to get in there. And some people are like, I'll try the sardine thing, man, but I don't think I can manage it. I'm not telling you need to choke down sardines every day, especially if you hate them. What I am saying is there are foods that you can develop a taste for, and don't knock it till you try it. It's like the green eggs and ham thing, right? Would you? Could you? With a fox? Would you? Could you? In a box? I would not, could not with a fox. Don't be that guy. He doesn't even have a name. I don't think they name him. He's just the grumpy dude with the hat on in Dr. Seuss. The point is, if you like your food and it's good for you, you are more likely to eat food that's good for you every day. Aha. If you don't like your food, but you think it's good for you, then you're going to do this weird thing where, like, you're eating just to eat, and then you're going to go off the wagon trail at some point because you'll be like, this is stupid, and I've been punishing myself, and I should eat something I like, So you got to try to find food you like, but that's bio-individuality. We have our preferences, we have our DNA, we have our lifestyles, and that's just the core of it. And so my message for you today is release yourself from everything that everybody else is doing and start thinking about you as an individual. What do you need to feed you on your betterment journey that you enjoy, that is good for your body, that sits well with you, that gives you what you need to progress? And sit on that for a while. And the next time somebody's like, you should try this diet, it's really good, or maybe you should cut your carbs, or blah, 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 I think, is that what I need for me? Because what I would love for you on your betterment journey is to learn how to eat for you. What works well for you. What helps your fat loss. What helps your muscle maintenance. What helps your training program. What helps your sleep. What helps your digestive tract. What is good for you? That's what we're in for. Guys, this has been Alex Van Houten in Better Daily Live. Thank you so much for joining me on Nutrition Tip Tuesday as we talk through bio-individuality. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What is something you've tried that somebody said, hey, this is really good for you, and you were like, no, this just wasn't for me? I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, it's just 1%. You got this.
Thank you for joining us for 1% Better today. Don't forget to subscribe for the podcast. Leave us a raving review to tell others how Better Daily has helped you in your journey. If you want more Better Daily, download our app and join our Betterment family at betterdaily.live. Use code POD to get 25% off your subscription. That's POD, all caps, to save 25% on your subscription. We all have a cross to carry. It's later when we do it together. Go to betterdaily.live today.